Well, today's recording, we're going to go through and show people how to backtest using ThinkorSwim. This is a new feature that ThinkorSwim came out with. It is a really great feature. It gives you the pretty much the ability to backtest any instrument that ThinkorSwim supports. That's from options to stocks to currencies to futures and so forth. It's a very powerful tool, especially for people that are using Ichimoku. Reason why is Ichimoku indicators, as you know, are displaced by X number of periods. So for someone to backtest with Ichimoku by hand is very hard. So you really need a tool such as ThinkorSwim or some other tools like TradeStation, Forex Tester, and so forth that allows you to pretty much backtest at will and simulate what a real-time environment would have been historically. Okay, and we'll go through a lot. There's a lot here, so we're going to go through as much as we can today on this short clip. If you do have any questions, you'll be allowed to post them on the discussion forum later. Okay, normal practice, as you know, disclaimer. Everyone take a couple of minutes, read through the disclaimer. This is pretty much for education purpose. Okay, so we're going to go straight into ThinkorSwim. If you looked at how to set up the Ichimoku indicator in ThinkorSwim video, you'll see that this is pretty much what we have done last time. We have Apple here. We chose an Apple daily time frame as the instrument right now to backtest. Of course, we could choose any other time. Okay. Now, let's say that we want to go back to this little bar right here and look at what the Ichimoku indicators are. This is right before the trend started occurring. So we're going to go back to 3/1/2010. You could see from the top hand right hand corner what the date is when I choose this bar. So we're going to go back to that date and time and show you how to backtest moving forward and so forth. Okay, so first thing you have to do is after you choose the charts, and choose a Ichimoku indicator. Now, you can do this just to let you know for 4 or 5 different charts. You could choose different instruments. So if you want to sit there, pull up a daily chart, and then sit there and also show the 10-minute, 30-minute, 120, all that, all you have to do is just choose the grid with all the different time frames with Ichimoku on there, and it'll automatically backtest all that. And we'll show you that in just a couple of minutes. So first thing we're going to do is see this at the top right hand corner has an icon that says on demand. We're going to click on that. Okay, and just ignore this error. The reason why is this is my real-time account. Okay, so now if you look at here to your left hand side, this now has gone like a little dark brown in my eyes. Of course, that's a little different. You could see it's already going through tick replay. Okay, so it's already started at 4/14/10, 2010, and started 9:30 and starting moving second by second into real time. And you could see this is changing in price. We're actually going to stop that for right now. Okay, so you're going to click over here. Here's the replay buttons right here. Okay, if you just leave your mouse over there, you can see fast forward 3x, play, pause, step forward, step backwards. Okay, reset time, reset accounts. Okay, now first thing we want to do is we want to go to this bar right here, which we had chosen to be 3/1/2010. So over here, I'm going to click on this icon that says jump to, and you could see that it pulls up everything. So 3 is March, and let's see what the date is, 3/1. So I'm going to choose 3/1. Okay, and I want to choose, you have the ability with ThinkorSwim, unlike a lot of other applications out there, you have the ability to choose a time. This is very powerful because you could sit there and replay a lot of instances at different times. So we're going to choose 9:30 a.m. This is set up in Eastern Standard Time. This is at the open of the stock market. Okay, so I'm going to click on that, ignore this little error here, and you could see right now what it's done is it's buffered. It's gone to 3/1/2010, 9:30. Okay, and if you put your mouse over there, it's 3/1/2010 at 9:30. You could see Apple was at 205.75. Okay, now if you look at Ichimoku indicators, you can now see what the Shikao looks like. You can see what the Tenkan-sen, Kijun-sen, the Kumo future, everything looks like, including the volume at that particular date and time. So this is very powerful. Okay, Now, what you could do is you decide to move forward just like 10 minutes at a time. To do that, just click over this, and what it'll do is, if you notice, it just moved forward 10 minutes. Okay, so right now it's pre-buffering. Okay, so you notice it changed to 9:40:36. I do it again, it'll go another 10 minutes. Okay, so everything in ThinkorSwim goes in increments of 10 minutes. Okay, now you can't, I haven't found a way to change that. I don't think there's an option to change that, but if you do want to see it down to a different time, all you have to do is just click over here into this jump to and change the time, and then it'll go 10 minutes from whatever time you had set there. Okay, to me 10 minutes is sufficient, so I did that. Okay, now if you just wanted to play, just click on OK, click on the play button as soon as it's done pre-buffering. Okay, and what it'll do is it'll move 1 second at a time, just like it was playing for the market time. If you want to move faster, you click on this, and this will move 3 times faster. So instead of going 1 second at a time, it's going to go 3 seconds faster. Okay, so you could see that. Click on play again, and it'll go back to normal speed. Okay, now here's the powerful features of ThinkorSwim. Let's say that this is in your trading plan, this is a prime opportunity to set up a breakout trade. Okay, and what you would do is you normally sit there and go a couple of points above the price here and say this is going to be a buy. You could go in here and come in here and say I'm going to buy 1,000 shares. Okay, and I'm going to send it. Okay, oh, what just happened there? Okay, nope. I'm going to come in here. Hold on, let's see. First things first, I want to buy. Now it's going to do it over here, and I'm going to edit this. Okay, so I want to place a stop order at, let's say, at 209. Okay, I'm going to confirm and send. Okay, and you notice it puts that stop order out there. This is a breakout trade. Okay, so this is normally what I would do in my trading plan. That's what I'm simulating right now. Okay, so I have my order out there, and now I'm just going to sit there and allow this thing to go 10 minutes at a time until it triggers me into the trade, if it does at all. You notice we're now at 10:11 during the day on March 1st. We're going to keep on going. Okay, now quickly, this is the apple that we mistakenly got into a minute ago. Let me just close that out so you could see what this is really about. Okay, so I'm going to go to my monitor tab. There's no positions really at all right now. Okay, however, we do have a order out there, a working order to buy Apple, 1,000 shares of Apple 209. Okay, so I'm going to go back here. I'm going to keep on moving forward. Okay, and you could keep on going. Oh, by the way, just like we placed the order, you could go in and look at options. So let's say that you want to look at October 2010 and you want to place some calls. Okay, so I'm just going to quickly go out and buy a call right now. Okay, so I just simulated what would happen if I bought the call right now. Okay, so I'm going to go back to my charts and I'm going to move forward. And I'm going to wait till I get to 209. Just keep on moving forward. And you see it's moving 10 minutes at a time. Okay. Now, if you don't want to move 10 minutes at a time, you could just come in here and choose the time. Let's say you want to go to 1300. So I'm just going to go in here, type 1300, and watch it go. Okay. Still hasn't triggered, right? So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to move forward one day right now. Okay, now notice I'm in the trade. Okay, there we go. So here's your option. Okay, and there's your apple. Let's see, something's weird's going on. Okay, for some reason that disappeared. So let's go back one day at a time. And let's go in and place an order again. Let's edit. I don't know what happened on that one. Now, I could re-record this video. I don't want to. I want to kind of show you guys some of the things that you can run into in doing some of these back testing. So you have to sit there and go through and be patient and go through all the scenarios and work through all the issues. Okay, so I got a virtual buy at 210.19. Okay, so I'm going to move forward. I'm going to keep on moving forward. Okay. Still hasn't triggered. We're getting close to 1600. We're going to jump to the second day now, and we're going to go to 9:30. Let's see what happens at 9:20. Actually, yeah, 9:30. Okay. View trades. 200 calls. I still have the calls. I don't know where. Oh, I know what happened. Did anyone figure out what happened? Well, guess what? When I put this order in out here, okay, when we put this order out here, let's go ahead and place this order again. Buy, edit. Let's do 210. Okay, the thing is we had only chosen day, so the next day it had expired. So that's why even though the price did go to 210, it didn't work. So I'm going to go in here and put GTC this time. Okay, and so now when we sit there and go to the second, it should have filled. And I'm going to go forward. And notice again, we have another problem. We had this at limit at market. Okay, so let's do this correctly. Let's go through. You notice how if you have problems in setting up orders and in the simulation, you're going to have major issues. Okay, so let's see. Hold on. This is going to be a stop market at, let's see, do 211. Okay, so now we should move forward. Okay, and I'm just going to go to the third, and hopefully this trade will trigger. Nope, it didn't trigger on the third. Trigger on the fourth. Nope, we got close to it. The high was 210.92. Okay, so we're still going to, let's go to the fifth. Sorry about this error, people. Now we're just going to allow it to play for one tick. You notice you have to set it, let it go play after you simulate one tick. Now, here's what happened. You got an apple, okay, and you notice you're up 104.16, okay, And if you notice, it says you bought Apple at 217.06. Okay, so this is simulating what you would have got into over here. Okay, now even though we had the order at I think it was 211, because of the gap, we didn't get that price at all. Okay, we actually got it 216.06. So at the beginning of the next day, since it gapped, since we had a stop order at market, actually filled at the opening price, which is right at 217.06. Okay, so this is actually simulating everything that real time that you would have seen, from gaps to everything that you see out there. Okay, so you could see that on this date now we have basically 1,000 shares of Apple. We also have October 10, 200 calls, and you could see what the P&L is working out to be. Okay, now you could sit there and jump to the end of the month. Let's say if I kept everything, what would happen? You just watch and you could see your P&L. You're at $607.50 right now. Okay, it's buffering, and now you could see that basically the net value for your account would have been 20,567. Okay, so this gives you a good idea how you could sit there, place orders, place options, buy futures, any instrument out there, even currencies, and you could simulate a real-time environment. Sorry, you could sit there and backtest and move forward one day at a time, 1 minute at a time, 10 minutes at a time, and so forth. Okay, now here's the last part we're going to go through. Let's say you go in an Apple over here. Okay, now first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to link all these charts so they're showing you the same symbol. Notice this is red, red. Okay, I'm going to go in here and save style. I'm just going to call this Ichimoku test. Include. Okay, load style. Ichimoku test. There's Apple. I'm going to come in here and choose Apple. Say load style. Okay, I'm going to come up here, load style. Load style. Okay, I'm going to click on red here. I'm going to link all these windows. I'm going to show you why in a minute. Okay, so this is showing you Apple, right? Now, when I'm going to go in here and say I want to see over here, I've got daily. Okay, over here I want to see weekly. Over here I want to see, let's go in and customize this now. Interday. Let's go up to 60, 90. I want to see 4 hours there. Okay. Over here, I want to see 2 hours. Okay. So we got 2 hours. Let's say over here, I want to do 30 days. And over here, I want to do, let's say 30 minutes. Well, we did 30 minutes, sorry. Let's say I want to do 15 minutes. Okay. Now, this gives you a snapshot of all the time frames, what they look like on that particular date, right? So as you go through simulations, you can see what your dates are. Now, let's watch this. If we move forward in time, let's say we go to April 7th. At this 10:21, look what's going to happen. It's going to show you the exact time frame for each one of these for Apple, from the daily, weekly, 10-minute, 30-minute, 120, 2 hours. So you get a snapshot of all the time frames over here on everything that you load up. You could sit there and set up multiple symbols in here. Instead of sitting here and doing Apple, right, I'm going to do unlink. Or actually, let's do this. Watch. Do yellow, yellow, yellow. And let's say I want to see what the Euro USD is doing. Or actually, let's look at the ES, the market. Where's the market at during these days? Let's see, I'm going to change this to daily. I'm going to change this to weekly. I'm going to match exactly what's at the top. Okay. Sometimes if you don't see the icons, just double click right here and you could see these little shortcuts very fast and then shrink it down. Okay. And over here, I can't see what time frame that is, so I'm going to enhance it. I see it's 4 hours. I'm going to come down here, and I'm going to go to intraday, 4 hours. Oops, I chose 2 hours. Okay, so now you could see where the market is for Apple. At the top is Apple. You have daily, weekly, 4 hours. Over here is the ES futures, the S&P mini futures, and you could see if these are going to correlate together. And watch, when I move forward in time to the 14th of April, look what happens. It shows you step by step of moving forward in time at that particular date and time. Now we are on April 14, 2010 at 10:21. You could see this is very, very powerful. You have the ability to place orders in the historical time from actual orders in regards to shares. You could sit there and place options. You could place futures. You could place any orders as you were in real-time environment on that particular date and time historically. You could simulate everything, and then you can move forward in time and see what would happen. This is very, very powerful to sit there and back test your trading plan and make sure that you're comfortable with it and it is profitable. Okay, so let me just give you my contact information. Today nothing seems to be going right, so let's just go slideshow. There we go. Here's my contact information. If you have any questions, you can email me. But if you do go to eiicapital.com, there's a tab at the top over here where we do have a form where you can sit there and post questions, and we'll respond to them in a timely manner. If you have any questions, please feel free to sit there and ask us at any time. Thank you.